Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's WWE Raw Recap show brought to you by RP Tubavision. Now here is your host, Ronald Ray.
Hello, ma'ams and sirs. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Raw Recap show. I'm your host, Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. Yes, I am still on location in bodacious Boiling Springs, South Kakalaki. So this will be my NPR voice. Yes, this was the Raw after Mania. That's usually a big deal, but we'll get to all that. Of course, also the big news is the WWE is no longer owned by a McMahon. It's owned by Endeavor, who is the parent company of the Ultimate Fighting Championships / UFC. Uh, Other than that, let me do the whole. Hey, if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button, notification bell, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, because by golly, this isn't Russia yet. Uh, Other than that, hey, let's let it rip. It was advertised all day on social media that Triple H was going to come out and give a big announcement. So, as the people were selling in, the Motorhead theme, King of Kings, came out, and Triple H, as I said, came out, great ovation. Um, he thanked the performers in the back, past performers, the staff, and of course, he thanked the fans. He ensures that the same WWE isn't going anywhere. It's going to be here now, just like then, now, forever, together. That's what he said. So then he asked the crowd to acknowledge one more person, and he introduces Roman Reigns, which is met with thunderous boos. So after Roman Reigns' 15-minute entrance, he tells LA to acknowledge him. Out comes Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes says he has one word that he wants to talk about, and that's a rematch. Wise man Paul Heyman, on the behalf of Roman Reigns, said no. Then Cody's like, hey, what about a tag match? And Heyman said, okay. But, as long as your partner did wrestle at this past weekend's WrestleMania, and he acknowledges the fact that he will probably never get a shot at the Universal title ever as long as Roman Reigns holds it. And cue the music, and here comes Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar comes out all happy in his cowboy hat and all, shakes hands with Cody and said, hey, well, it doesn't really say anything, but it looks like we got a tag team match, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. There was a backstage segment where the Usos came in and Paul Heyman said, hey, they're not needed for a night. Hop on a plane, enjoy some food. After that, we got the first match of the night, if you don't call it that. It was Omos against poor Elias. And Omos just put a big old whooping on Elias. Just threw him around, body slammed him a couple times, hit the two-handed choke slam, and it was another victory for Omos. So they talked to Bad Bunny, who's sitting at ringside, about the upcoming backlash that's going to be happening in Puerto Rico. Almost feels like something may happen here. Out comes Rey Mysterio. Said it was a emotional weekend for him. Then Austin Theory came out. You're United States heavyweight champion. He bragged about beating John Cena and said he wants to beat Rey Mysterio now. So they have a match. Oops. This match particularly had Austin Theory control a good portion of it. Race shined a little bit, in the beginning, but the size of Austin Theory, as usual, Rey Mysterio He's always the underdog. But he did come back, went for a 619, then got knocked silly with a clothesline, went for another one. Dominic Mysterio, that the ex-con, was standing on ringside, and Bray put him down. But he still went for that second 619, but Austin caught him, hit him with an A-Town down, and gained the victory. But doesn't end there. Dominic did run back in, start beating up on poor old Dad. Then he had some words with Bad Bunny, and the Bunny knocked Dominic on his ass. Damian Priest would get involved, manhandled Bad Bunny, and put him through the table. So, well, not only is Backlash is in Puerto Rico, might have a little bit of a tag match going on here. What do you guys think? Or at least Bad Bunny might be in the corner, or he's wrestled before, so he might, be Ray's tag team partner. Now it's time for your new tag team champions to come out. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They get the "You Deserve It" chant. KO said, "Hey, he wants to celebrate, and how he likes to celebrate is have a fight." Street Profits come down, say, "Hey, we got a pretty big victory at WrestleMania as well." They have a match. Champs shine a little bit. Profits, countered. A lot of back and forth here. They put a little heat on, if you want to call it that, on Kevin Owens till he made a hot tag to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn came in, fist and fire, but Profits wind up turning things around. They got everybody got their little flips in. Profits nailed that laser chair drop blockbuster move, which I think is pretty cool. Which I was on social media. I was on Facebook. I put a Facebook post that, if they was going to have a surprise here, this will be where, when Profits lost, which, sorry, spoiler alert, they did lose a match. Owens hit a stunner. Sami Zayn hit the Luva kick. And, that was the end of that match. But I put on social media, I was like, wouldn't it be something if the Profits lost and maybe Montez Ford turns against Dawkins or vice versa? But that didn't happen. During the course of the match, fans were not vocal at all. I don't know if it's just because of the babyface match or a little bit of WrestleMania exhaustion, or they didn't really want to choose between the two. But they were kind of a little quiet on this one. Seth Rollins was backstage and doing his annoying stuff that I don't want to do it too loud. But yeah, he's like, hey, the party ain't back here, it's out there. So I guess during commercial break, they got to do the sing along with Seth Rollins. And when he got back from the break, Seth Rollins in the ring, playing conductor to the crowd. And that was it. He just walked on out. We have a backstage interview with Bobby Lashley. Voices his disapproval or letdown that he didn't have a WrestleMania match. I don't know what's going on with Bray Wyatt now. I don't know if he's injured, I guess, or just left again. Sorry, dude's a talent, but hey, this is getting way too habitual for him. It's getting to be a habit. Not good. Anyway, Mustafa Ali said, "Hey, be positive." And Bobby Lashley said, okay, I should, say yes more, like yes to a match to you. And Ali kind of got taken back a little bit and trying to back out of it, but nah, Bobby Lashley wanted to decide to put a whooping on him. But once they got in the ring, Ali, dodged, ducked, dipped, dive, and dodged all he could from Lashley, but Lashley wound up taking his head off with a clothesline, put him in a hurt lock. Ali tapped out pretty quickly. And your winner of that one was, of course, Bobby Lashley. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what the deal was with Bray Wyatt. Came in and gone again. Next thing here, we had a little bit of a moment here with Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion, and Rhea Ripley, your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Uh, Bianca was doing her usual, I beat all the top people, blah, blah, blah. That's when Rhea came down and said, hey, you're lucky I didn't choose you instead of Charlotte. And like I said, they had a little bit of a moment. No big deal as of now. I, for one, will be cheering for Rhea Ripley on this one. Next up is a women's tag team match. The winner of this match will get a chance at the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Lita and Becky Lynch, which they had a little bit of the segment later on. Um, Seems to be a little, what can I say? Don't see it yet, but maybe a little bit of tension. Seems like more Trish and Lita are, more of a together than, Lita and Becky Lynch, but we'll see what happens there. Anyway, like I said, this match, whoever wins this match will earn a shot against the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. This was Liz Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez against Damage Control, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Morgan and Rodriguez were shining early. Then they put a heat on Liv. What can I say? I'm pretty impressed. I don't know about y'all. Io Sky can go. I think seems like she's the more of the workhorse for his team. Even though during WrestleMania, their match, Dakota Kai seemed to be the one kind of making the cheap shots and stuff like that. But however, it was Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I guess you can call this an upset over Damage Control. And they'll be earning a shot for against Lita and Becky Lynch. I'm okay with this. I think they're kind of pushing Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey as a tag team. But like I said on my WrestleMania recap, it looked like maybe Shayna Baszler like hurt her foot or something like that. Maybe it was just nothing too serious. Ice it down, be good to go next week. But who knows? I guess we'll find out come SmackDown. But I'm good with this. We done seen Becky Lynch and everybody against Damage Control. Hey, no big deal. No big deal to change it up. But still, no real surprises going on. Speaking of surprises, The Miz came out and definitely talked about his displeasure of having to wrestle Pat McAfee and basically George Little as well. Then Shane came in and he made a little fun of him, said, hey, you've been so bad he couldn't continue. And Snoop Dogg sucker punched him. And Ben said, hey, I don't like surprises, so no more surprises. And cue the music and how the booger sugar, because here comes Matt Riddle. Miz would attack Matt Riddle from behind, but Riddle would, fight back, hit the bro Derek move. Basically a reintroduction, say, hey, Matt Riddle's back now. So I guess that was a surprise. Somebody came back. Now here it is, the big main event. We got Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar versus the Bloodline members, your undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, and little, Rhodes removes his robe, little shaking of hands, and then Brock F5 Cody Rhodes. and gave him another one. Gave him another F5. Took him to Suplex City. Just put an ass whooping on poor Cody. Uh, so looks like no more happy cowboy Brock Lesnar no more. The beast is back, and he felt like just beating up on Cody Rhodes. Uh, my opinion, I think this is good. Uh, from what I read before Mania, Roman was going to take a little time off, a month or two, who knows. Uh, and this will uh, keep Cody in a program with a top guy, because Brock Lesnar is a top guy. And I don't know if he'll should at least get the victory in their match, I believe, and kind of, you know, work his way back up the ladder and back into contention for the undisputed heavyweight universal world uh, championship. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. Okay, as far as Raws go, okay at best. Okay at best. Decent enough at best. As far as a Raw after Mania, very much lackluster. Uh, we had one return. It was of Matt Riddle. And I'm pretty sure I don't think Orton's ready or AJ's really ready to come back yet. They're still recovering from their injuries. I guess Braun Breaker, Rick Steiner's kid, guess they didn't feel like he was ready to be called up yet because on Tuesday he decided to turn heel on there. So maybe they'll have one more match of him actually working the heel, um, and maybe not bring him in as a babyface. Other than that, honestly, I don't watch too much NXT, and there's really no buzz for anybody. Uh, Usually you'll hear a little bit of buzz about somebody ready to be called up, but after the Raw, it's like, hey, no call ups, no surprises, no returns, anything like that. Well, you had Matt Riddle return. Um, no surprise. And yeah, for one reason, yes, I guess this was Vince's show. He did it. Unfortunately, you know, is it his fault that this is the worst Raw ever? Sure, maybe, but all those great Raws after Mania before was under Vince's watch. Vince's hands were all over them, and they were great. People loved them. Um, but like I said, there was a set, the sale, what's going to go on, not quite sure yet. Uh, is he going? Maybe this is, hey, let me just do this one more time, and then I'll maybe that, hey, he's actually an employee now, not an employer. Uh, so he might have to answer to them now and say, look, no, stay away. Let Triple H, Paul Levesque, let him run the show. You hang out in the back. Enjoy your $9.3 billion. Um, we had the Brock turn. He's gone heel babyface many times, and like I said, before this, let's get on Cody, and uh, and I will say this: is look at the crowd, look at the people in the crowd. They booed Brock. Now, how many times has Brock came in, beat up somebody, and he was supposed to be the heel, and people cheered? Even beating Kofi Kingston in 5 seconds or however long, the crowded arena cheered. This one, they booed. And you've seen the reaction, people treating this like a live TV show. They, bought into this, Cody Rhodes, get beat up pretty bad. And that looks good for Cody. I mean, like I said, that don't happen often. So yeah, like every form of entertainment, even sports entertainment. And when I say sports entertainment, I mean NFL, NBA, MLS, MLB, NHL, sports entertainment. You buy into the fact that, oh, your home team is losing or whatnot, or your favorite team is losing, or your favorite player is being traded or signed with somebody else. You buy into it and you react. You get emotionally, involved, just like they did here. Um, so, like I said, this looks good. It's a good sign. I like where people are just being entertained, and they react to you know I don't want to say how you're supposed to, but just acting like you would watch anything else. So anyway, that's it for me this week. I hate. I guess the hardest thing for me to do is say goodbye on these things, since I'm not really, you know, telling anybody. But anyway, that's it for this week's edition of WWE Raw Recap Show. Hey, drop a comment. Tell me what you thought about this week's Raw or Raw after Mania or WrestleMania. Um, until then, you folks take it easy and have a good one.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife Natural.